This is not a test. The government has issued a national emergency. Joward Bince has breached containment. Joward Bince has breached containment. He appears to be moving west at approximately 60 miles per hour. Due to the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, we cannot determine his current position. All citizens should.
Final walk around the gristle pit. Got the handelier. Milky mommy. It's all coming down. Moving out. Gotta move it all. Gotta move one of these. Gotta move one of these. This guy. Look at this guy. You can't fucking stay here. Gotta move all this nonsense. I've got like a 90 by 50 inch box for all my shit. There it is. 95 by 56 by 83.5. If I want to keep it, it's gotta fit in that little box. You'd think with me only having so long, being within about a week of the move-out date, that I would have, packed anything at all in here. But instead, I spent 5 days, drove 8 hours away, each direction, to go camping. And now, got a lot of shit to do. Got a whole lot of shit to do. It's gonna be a scramble. Ooh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. 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 Oh, it's getting wild. It's getting weird. It's getting bad. I had a box. I had a beautiful box. They were gonna bring a beautiful box that I laid out in tape, and then we're gonna put it out in front of the gristle pit. And they said it was all good. They said they could stick it out there. They could stick it out there on the curb as long as they left it on the trailer. But they lied. It's due to show up tomorrow, and I need a permit from the city clerk's office that closed like 30 minutes before they called me. So they've canceled my box. And now I've got, I guess everything's closed. So I've got 2 days to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna take all this stuff and get it out of here before my lease ends. And my first thought was easy, just get a U-Haul. Get a little U-Haul truck, tow the van behind the truck, but they won't do it. The rapscallions, they won't do it. Delica Steve, he's a Delica, and it's not in their system. And they won't give me a contract if my car is not in their system. So, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna figure something out. Gonna get all this shit somewhere, one way or another. Got 2 days to do it. Alright, I've had a sit. I've had a think. In my newly downgraded gamer chair. And in my pondering time, I've thunk some thoughts. Finding a new way to move an entire apartment full of stuff 2,000 miles on 2 days' notice might not be very realistic. If I can't move it 2,000 miles, maybe I can just move it like 2 miles. Just rent a storage unit and stick it all in there and then figure out how to get it later. Oh, I tells ya, whoever invented corned beef hash, a true genius. Got the crispy, salty meat frying up in the potatoes and all its good grease. Yeah, gonna be a hell of a push to open sauce. 3,000 mile drive in Delica Steve, New York to California. And then like a true masochist, I signed up for, I think it's 4 12-hour volunteer shifts and 1 8-hour day. And then open sauce proper happens, and that's another 2 days. And then what happens after that? I don't know. Gotta get my stuff somehow. Will I make a 6,000 mile trip? New York, or I guess it'd be 9,000 total. New York to California to New York, and then back, it'd be 8,000. Vince's log, May 30th. Someone stole my dolly, so I need to go get a new one, and then I'll use that to move all my stuff. The quest continues. The fun never ends. And there it is. The promised land. Fresh dolly. Fresh from the dolly mines. Oh, what a beaut! What a beaut! Got about 6 gallons of mead, 5 gallons of plum, 1 gallon of cherry. Gotta get all this bottled up. Hit it with a quick Cincinnati suck job, and that should do it. And away we go. So I gotta hit it with a taste test. You know, you can't trust a skinny chef, and you can't trust a sober brewer. So cheers. And here's the cherry. Came out kinda dark brown reddish. Mahogany, there's a color. That's the stuff. It's not dark brown reddish, let's just call it mahogany. See, if you call something dark brown reddish, they're gonna think you swallowed a bunch of nails and then slapped whatever you shout out into a cup. But you call it mahogany. Now it's classy. Now that's a top dollar drink for a distinguished crowd. Alright, the pile is beginning to grow. Things are slowly coming together. Going full Inquisition mode. Salt? Why do you exist? Gone. Salt. More salt? Gone. I already have salt. Pepper? Salt? Gone. Why are you here? To hold butter? There'll be no butter holding where we're going. Well, if it isn't the old dish drying rack. We'll just see about you. A fire extinguisher. You're coming with me. Distilled water? I can't drink you. Gone. 10 gallons of honey. I'd be a fool not to bring the honey with me. I need 10 gallons of honey. 3 bricks. I'll take 1 bricks. Let's set these guys loose back into their natural habitat. Be free, little guy. Be free. Spice. I gotta have the spice. I gotta have all the spice. I need the spice. Here's a funky one. Super janky distillation setup. The big jar you fill with your stuff what you want to distill. You stick it in another pot full of hot water. It boils up through the lid into this condensation-y pipe. This whole top pot's full of cold water. and then it dripulates down into this wangly dangly spice container. Gets you all of your good drippings out of there. And it's gone! It's gone! I don't need it! I don't need it anymore! This distillation setup is a little more tempting to bring along, if I can get it out of here. Well, jacket. Jam the copper pipe in the jacket. Hook the jacket up to nice, cold, brisk sink water for the actively cooled condensation column. I don't know about this part. That part, I can just get a new tube. But this part, that's pretty compact. That's pretty small. I'll bring that. A box full of cool rocks and some fossils. Now that's a keeper right there. I know what I've got. No lowball offers on the box full of rocks. It's time to sort the books. That, critical. It's from before they invented safety. That, gotta have that. That's key. This, the most racist science book I've ever seen. Oh, I'll put some pictures up. It's pretty wild. Oh, now there's a book. There's a book right there. That's the number one. That's the winner. That is a true favorite. I mean, gotta have one of these around. One of those. Here's a real stumper. The 10-gallon tank. On the one hand, it's a 10-gallon tank. But on the other hand, this is a 10-gallon tank. Oh, and so much mead, some stinky test batches, some delicious pomegranate mystery mead. What's in here? I don't know. It's mead. A lot of mead. Some of this mead is coming to open sauce so that we can party down. And some of the rest of this mead is going into storage, and it's gonna get all old. And once it's nice and old, it'll be even better. A nice crusty mead, a crusty dusty mead, aged to perfection. Oh, I gotta get all these nice organized drawers bound up. Bound up real good. Bound up tighter than a gimp on Valentine's Day. Thoroughly bound. Hopefully that should keep them from spilling all their contents on the ground. I guess also like a gimp on Valentine's Day. Oh, and I've got a real beauty here. Got this for $5 whole. Ain't she a beaut? And you might be thinking, hey, got that upside down. What are you doing with it upside down? But if the artist wanted it mounted the other way around, why would they have put the mounting part up here? Oh, the tech shrine's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough one. I can only keep the stuff that's gonna be hard to get again. Teeth? Gotta keep those. Really old car battery? Sure. But these, like, flyback transformer, I got a whole sack of those. Don't need those. Skull. Might need the skull. Stained glass. Gotta have that. These. I'll keep those. These. I'll keep those. But that. Fuck that. And that. Maybe that. Definitely that. And that. It's a dark, dark day. I'm gonna have to take all these perfectly good and useful shelves and turn them back into horrible, stinky cabinets. Future tenants are gonna have to open something to see what's in it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now I already know what you're all gonna say. You're gonna say, hey, if you have shelves instead of cabinets, there's no doors to keep all the dust off of your plates and out of your cups. But watch this. You ready? No dust. It's amazing. It's a miracle. And then you can see where all your stuff is. And no one will ever ask you where the plates are in your kitchen or where the bowls are, or where anything is. It's all just there. It's there for their eyes to behold in front of them, dust-free and upside down. See, you gotta think about who's in charge here. Cabinets were invented by Big Door to sell more hinges. And that's just the truth of it. We don't need doors on these things. We never needed doors on these. The doors make it harder. Especially doors like these. How there's no handle. What side do you grip? What side do you grip? Huh? Huh? You're just gonna grip it. You're gonna grip it and yank it, and it's wrong, and then you're gonna have to do it again. All a ploy by Big Door. Think about it. Really think about it. What is a cabinet? A cabinet is a shelf. It's a shelf. It's just a shelf. A cabinet is just a shelf, but you can't see what's on it. And you gotta open a thing, adding an extra step to get into anything that's inside it. And then you got this thing flapping in the breeze, ready to smack your head on every time you're walking by when you leave it open so you can get to the stuff in there. They're worse. They're worse in every way. They're terrible. See, like a drawer. That exists for a reason. It's got the extra high storage density. You can put all sorts of shit in a drawer. You can stack stuff high in ways you couldn't do on a shelf. But a cabinet's just... Why'd they put them on there? Why are they on there? Just do it like one of these. Huh? Think about it. Don't be a slave to Big Door's machinations. There we go. Gristle Pit Kitchen, downgraded. Doors on all my precious shelves. Disgusting. Oh, good gravy! Holy guacamole. Dawn of the final day, and there's still so much to do. So much. Oh, man. Gotta get it all out by midnight. We'll see how this goes. It's gonna be one hell of a long day. Zoo-wee mama, as the kids say. I just passed the P limit. Getting there. Hard part is done. Everything that needs to be sorted is sorted. I've got the fresh electrical bag, the fresh mechanical bag, the various parts and large chunks and nuggets and whatnot. What for keeping the old crusty 30-year-old van alive on a 3,000-mile drive. Still got a hell of a lot of stuff to move and only about 7.5 hours left. But I don't have to look through anything anymore. I can just throw all this shit in boxes with no rhyme or reason, just willy-nilly, if you will. And then I gotta put it all in the U-Haul, and then I'm free. I'm finally free. I'd set the vine loose outside. He's a good vine. He's done me right. I gotta keep him alive somehow. We got the U-Haul. Gonna haul it all. Gonna U-Haul it all. I only really have 5 hours left. 5.5 hours. I forgot the storage place closes at 10. But I don't have to think. No more thinking. No thinking. Just loading. It'll be beautiful. It'll be quick. It doesn't fit. Doesn't fit in my slot. There's these little nubs. There's these stinky little nubs. I'm gonna have to chop them off. That's more like it. Making slow progress, but making progress nonetheless. It's starting to look a little more empty in here. Still have a long way to go, though. The bones go in the bone box. The bones go in the bone box. The bones go in the bone box. The bones. Bones go in the bone box. It's the tender hour of 12:16. Still not moved out. Landlord said that as long as it's out by morning, it's all good. Workshop is getting pretty well cleared out. The kitchen is down to the last little nuggets. Bedroom, bedless. The baby's still lurking in the corner. Shitload of wires in here. So many wires. Moved the vine. I gave him a little trim, a little snip. He's living in the yard. I dumped all the worms on him, so now he can live a nice wormy life. These, I can't get rid of the oscilloscopes. I need the scopes. I need my scopes! The wall pickle. I don't know about the wall pickle. I don't know about this one. I might not bring this one with me. I've got to load it all into the storage unit and return the U-Haul before 11 a.m. That's probably going to be an all-nighter. Oh, now things are getting really dire. Still quite a lot to do. Half an hour past midnight. So many things to take off the walls and all these, holy shit, these wires, every one of them got all these hooks. They got all these hooks and they're all screwed in. And I've got to unscrew every hook individually. 1:12 a.m. The first room has been purged of gristle. The quarantine zone is expanding. Kitchen is nearly done. Hallway's getting close. Probably gonna clear out the shitter next. 2:15 a.m. No more mercy. There's so much left to do. There's so much left to move. I've got hours ahead of me. Hey, the moldy pussy. Gotta have the moldy pussy. The moldy pussy. Moldy pussy. The pussy. Give me the pussy. Give me the moldy pussy. Give me the moldy pussy. Mutant pussy. Oh, good gravy. 3 a.m. Turlet. Done. Hallway. Slanty. Nice and slopey in here, almost like the building's falling down a hill. Also done. Kitchen. Almost done. Kitchen done. Kitchen done. Done the kitchen. The kitchen is done. Did I just move all of the stuff from the kitchen in there so that the kitchen would be done and not actually organize it? Oh, 4:30 a.m. The workshop is done. 2 rooms left. But ooh-wee, they are both doozies. 6 a.m. First load's going into the unit. I have officially been packing and moving and carrying heavy objects for over 24 hours straight. Boy, oh boy, I love moving. 8:35 a.m. Creeping up on the 20... Shit, I can't do math. I can feel myself getting stupider by the second. That's load 2 done. Almost forgot to close and lock the storage unit. Losing brain cells fast. Yowza. I'm back for more wacky hijinks. It's the tender hour of 9:03 in the AM, meaning that I have been awake and packing and moving and lifting and pushing and grunting for 27 hours. I already took out the food. The food is gone. There's no more food. No more food in the fridge. I took it all out. Kinda hungry though. All these wacky hijinks got me working up an appetite. I have hot sauce. I can eat that. Some cherry juice. A sack of beer. Got chili oil. That's all a growing boy really needs, isn't it? What about the freezer? Did I forget? Oh man. Oh me, oh my. Oh man, we got popsicles, baby. I left some popsicles in the freezer. I'm gonna be feasting like a king. It's only 2 hours until I have to return the U-Haul. But the party doesn't stop. These wacky hijinks are gonna keep on going until they are done. I left the freezer open. Got myself a poopsicle before I forgot. 3 minutes. Just realized that I moved the last chair. Moved the last chair in the last load. I'm just gonna pick a corner. I'm just gonna sit over here. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna have this popsicle. At this point, it's just things are just going in willy-nilly. Any old fistful of stuff, sticking it in there. No rhyme or reason to it. Because I've only got an hour and a half before I can't use the U-Haul anymore. Hour 32. Got a little more pep in my step. I think I pushed through the tired phase of being tired. But I don't have the U-Haul anymore. Ran out of my 24 hours. And it booked up. Can't give me another one. So gotta unload Delica Steve and then load him up with stuff to bring to the storage unit. It's close. Might even be done before I hit the 48-hour mark. Good bit of vigorous wang jangling later. And there's space. Not as much space as I'd like. I think this is gonna take a lot of trips back and forth to move everything, but space nonetheless. Got more energy, but my brain cells are still thoroughly ripped apart by all this not sleeping business. I'm gonna have to rectify that. Have a little nappy poo when I'm done in 20 years. did not expect to actually fill this storage unit as much as I have. I didn't stack it as high as I probably should have. I thought, oh, I don't have that much stuff. I don't have that much. I can probably knock this out in 6 hours. No problem. Easy move. Oh, what a bumbus I was. So I've been up for 33 hours. But this isn't just like an all-nighter, you know. I'm not staying up late sitting in my computer. I've been moving heavy boxes full of stuff. Like really heavy shit. These tools, you know how much tools weigh? A big ass box full of tools? 33 hours of continuous manual labor. And now, when it was dark, it wasn't so bad. But it is hot as fuck out there right now. It's hot as fuck in here. I don't have AC. I mean, you can barely see it in the light. But I'm turning gray. I'm turning gray and red all over. Turning gray and red all over. Just from the accumulated moving filth. The various, minor cuts and whatnot building up. Sweaty, sticky as hell. It's a little sweaty, little sticky. I'm working up a real stench. Real stench. The gristle pit won't let me go. The gristle pit's trying to keep me here as long as it can. It doesn't want to set me loose. It doesn't want me to leave. But I'm so close. I'm so close. And here it is. 35 hours, and the gristle pit is just an ordinary pit again. Scraped free of every little bit of gristle that I had in here.
All citizens should